What's up, my YouTube people? I'm trying to hurry this up because my battery life is on red. A couple things before I get this started real quick. I got a couple issues to go over. Number one, it's a guy that posted on my video about me aiming at a target that was 5 yards. And I know he kind of joked at the end about it. If you're out there, you're watching, I aim all of my shots. Let me tell you why. When you get to court for point shooting, alright, how do you explain hitting Tommy Tim in the background? Okay, you're going to say, oh man, I was trying to point shoot, I missed the guy. Okay, I didn't know he was going to be moving so fast. Alright, all I did was threw the gun out there and I pressed the trigger. I never looked at my sights. Okay, I aim every shot so I could be guaranteed to hit what I'm aiming at. Okay, I don't do any point shooting unless it's close quarter combat and it's in one arm length distance of the person. Basically within a yard and in, I'm going to do a point shot, which is a close contact shot from a retention position. Okay. Number two, I had a guy post on one of my videos about doing Headspace on my new AR build. For those of you guys out there that don't know what headspacing is, basically it's the distance in between your bolt carrier group and your barrel once your bolt carrier snaps in place. Basically, when you run your charging handle on your AR and that bolt slides forward, it's the space in between where your cartridge of your round sits inside that barrel to the back of your bolt carrier group. If that space is off, a couple things can happen. If it's too tight, it could cause an explosion. If it's too loose, it can misfire by not tapping the primer from the firing pin. A lot of things can happen. Another thing can happen is just it can basically destroy your gun. Okay, for newer model ARs, AR-15s, you get a new barrel, new bolt. It is not 100% necessary to do head spacing. Okay, head spacing on a new bolt and a new barrel should be based on the specs, because they should both be to spec, so they should both fit right in. Now, a lot of times you'll find that the head spacing on new guns won't check out right anyway, from various reasons. All right, you may get a no-go or a go head space gauge that both of them won't show you a perfect fitting. Now, my suggestion, if you're going to put an old barrel on a new bolt, check head spacing. If you're going to put an old bolt on a new barrel, check the head spacing, because you're putting a fired bolt into a brand new barrel. You need to make sure it's going to have proper fitting. If not, you can have problems. Alright, moving right along about what this video is about. I'm trying to do a real quick bolt comparison on a bolt that I paid $94 to a bolt that I paid $149 for. Basically, one bolt I bought from Surplus Arms and Ammo for $94. Okay, if you look at this guy, I'm going to show you here. Okay, roll it around. Very nice. I want you guys to look at the, if I can get the camera to focus in on that. Alright, look how it's stamped. The gas is stamped right here where you see this mesh part. Okay, and we're going to compare it to the Bravo company, okay, which I paid $149 for. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but at the top one is staked all the way down through the nail, and the one on the bottom, Bravo company, is just staked enough for the nails to not move. Basically, that staking, what the staking does is prevent your gas from escaping out of that tube, keeps everything down. If those screws come loose, basically gonna make your gas key loose, and you'll have gas escape, and you have misfires or this, that, and other. Another good thing about this one, you can't really see a chrome line because I've been shooting all kind of stuff through it. You can see how dirty my hands are, but it's chrome line in here, just like your Bravo company. Can't really see it, but it's chrome line. Another thing you'll notice on this one, in comparison, it is not marked like the Bravo company bolt is, but for the most part, these bolts compare one to another, like apples to apples. Okay, no difference on them. Now a lot of people may say, oh, it's made from better material. Actually, They are made from the same material. They almost feel identical. The specs on them are great. Both of these bolts are great. Again, if you want to go to a company that actually has some pretty good product, Surplus Arms and Ammo. A lot of people say you get what you pay for. Let me tell you something. I built my rifle. Technically, I would have built my rifle for less than $650, exactly the way I wanted it to. Okay, and that bad boy has been flawless for 200 rounds so far. Now, I know the break-in period is not there yet, but 200 rounds, flawless. I haven't done a cleaning on it. All I did was spray some oil on the bolt and spray some oil inside of my chamber area, and I'm good to go. Now, let's talk about, that's the bolt carrier. Let's talk about the bolt itself. The first part you want to really concentrate on when you get a bolt is putting what Bravo company puts on their bolts, okay, which is that little bitty, see that little rubber knob on there? Basically what that rubber knob does is make your bolt stronger to grab the bullet that's coming out. If you look at the other bolt made by Surplus Arms and Ammo. Alright, my YouTube people, look, I got cut off and I had to sit down and watch the show real quick, so blame me, I'm human. Look, check it out. We was talking about the extractors on your 223. So basically, if you look at the pieces right here, okay, you see the holes, the notches inside your extractors. This is what grabs the end of your 223 round and pulls it out. Now let me flip these over, and we were talking about the little bitty rubber grommet that's on the end of the Bravo company extractor, and the other one that doesn't have one. Well, what that does is it makes your extractor much stronger so that when it grabs hold of that casing, it doesn't let it go as it pulls back. And that's one of my first suggestions for you. Okay, if you're going to get a bolt carrier, your bolt, make sure you upgrade the extractor to some type of D-ring or O-ring with a rubber grommet on it, or something that with a stronger spring. But you just be better off just buying them from Bravo company, because they give you 3 of them for like $11 plus the shipping. And they ship fast. I ordered it yesterday. As soon as I got off the computer, the thing was saying that it was shipped. So, and they ship everything priority. Okay, so you're gonna get everything priority mail, which is very, very fast. All right, let's talk about the bolts. Okay, these are the bolts. Okay, these little guys that push your rounds into the actual 223 itself. Both of these have been fired. If you look at them, both designs are quite the same. Okay, this is, yep, this is the new one. Okay, and this is the Bravo company on this side. If I compare them side by side, same fitting and everything is good there. What I will tell everybody, and both of these are, this one is stamped MPHP, which is the Bravo company, and this one is stamped MPI. Okay, for you guys that know what that means, y'all know what it means. Otherwise, don't worry about it. The secondary thing that I would suggest that people change, alright, are these gas rings. This one is actually, these gas rings are together, not supposed to be. Another thing what you want to make sure of is when you're looking at your gas rings, okay, they're not together like you see these, or don't see these. I just moved them apart a little bit, but they were basically sitting one on top of another right here. Okay, basically it shouldn't be a one straight open line going down. Okay, but what I'm going to do, because I've seen it on Brown Nails and a few other places, they sell a single coil gas ring. Okay, right now you have 3 gas rings that are separated that have to be basically twisted so that they're not exposed. The ends are not exposed at the same point. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically you can't have one straight open line on the gas rings going straight down. They need to be offset from each other. But for the most part, guys, looking at these bolts, everything is the same. The specs are the same. They look good. They both feel good. They both shot well. I haven't had any extractor problems. Looking into both of them, look good. I just need to clean these rascals now. The firing pins all jacked up now from being fired. Both matched, look the same, no problems. You know, just need to be clean. But for the most part, when we talk about bolts and what's going to be better, what's not going to be better, again, for me, guys, this is my opinion. In America, okay, you don't need a whole lot of big name and big expensive stuff. I know a lot of people talk about buying the most expensive crap with the most powerful name on it and all this other stuff. Let me tell you, I have these bolts in my hand, okay? They both feel the same. They both are manufactured the same, okay? They both look good. They both performed well, okay? There's not a big true difference in these things, okay? And I can tell you that based on what I have learned thus far, they are good to go. Now, if you want to go spend $300 on a nickel boron, be my guest. It's a little bit different. It's different than a regular bolt. But if you're going to spend money on a bolt, surplus arms and ammo, get you an upgrade kit for your extractor, get you a one-piece gas ring key, and you're good to go. If you disagree with me, hey, so what? I'm going to put what I want in my gun. You put what you want in your gun, and guess what? I'll meet you on the range any day, okay? Bring the challenge. Doesn't matter to me. Alright, my stuff works, it performs, that's all I'm worried about. As long as I can keep my stuff up and running, I'm good to go. It's just like with anything. You don't take care of it, it's going to go down on you. Alright, that's been Steve, guys. I'm out of here. Gonna mix these two videos where my battery cut off on me. That's about it. You know, I wanted to explain the difference in the bolts because one was $94, one was $149 when I bought it. So both perform flawlessly, both perform the same, no problems. Another thing too, for my YouTube people out there that's leaving me comments, I appreciate your comments. The only problem is I can't respond to them. My phone, my iPad, I can only get to them on a computer, and I rarely go to my computer to actually type into YouTube. So I truly apologize if you want me to respond on YouTube to your comments, but I can't. It's just, it won't allow me to comment from my phone or my iPad. So, you know I love you. Y'all make sure y'all win that goddamn fight by taking care of your equipment, taking care of this mentality up here, combat mindset, and I'm out. EPSTA.com. I love you.